I've decided to create FIFA cards for the best cricket players in the world, and today we're going to go through them.
First up on the list, we have Indian speedster Jasprit Bumrah. Man's pure class. He is in a league of his own when it comes to craftsmanship with a ball. Looking at his card, I should explain what metrics we're actually using to adjudicate how good of a player Bumrah is. So the top left, we have batting, which takes into account not only their statistics, but also how good their technique is, how explosive they are at 2020 cricket, and things like that. We have bowling, which includes both pace and accuracy with ball, and also their ability to swing and do tricky little things with ball in hand. Fielding, which includes throwing, keeping, catching, and work rate. Physicality, so the player's fitness, which includes strength and also endurance, so ability to play out or bowl for long periods of time. Pace, so how fast they are in terms of running abilities, so whether that's running between wickets, running for a ball in the field, or running into bowl. And finally, mentality, which I think is an interesting one when it comes to cricket, because a player's mentality is so important to them being able to keep their cool under pressure. Now we've got that out of the way, let's move on. And our next player is a star in the making. Cameron Green. This is a beast card. He is a star on the rise, and this has to be one of the most overpowered cards on this list. This man's explosive batting abilities that he proved against India only last month in the 2020 series over there, alongside his bowling abilities, which make him arguably one of the best fifth bowling options in the world right now, make him a player that any squad would want to have in their side. Green's massive physical presence as well, one that could have seen him make it as a professional AFL player, means that his physicality is right up there with the best in the world, and his abilities in gully as a fielder make his hands some of the safest. The only real weakness that I can pick out in Green's game is his lack of experience and his mentality, which sort of go hand in hand. So Green has admitted that he sort of struggles to keep his head when his scores start getting into the 80s and sort of towards the century mark. The fact that he has admitted this and that he's actually actively going out to better that, and also the fact that he is such a young player, I can expect that this stat will improve over the next couple of years though. Let's keep going. Next up on this list, we have Babar Azam. Wow, what a card. Babar Azam is the man of the moment when it comes to cricket. Azam is in uncharted territory at the moment. He is ranked in the top 3 rankings on the ICC International Men's Rankings across all 3 formats. At only 27 years of age, Azam is just starting to enter the prime of his career. And following a year that saw the ICC name him as the 2021 Men's Player of the Year, I think it is only fair to be giving Azam a Team of the Season card. Next up, we have the King, Virat Kohli. Kohli is royalty personified. Despite not having the most impressive last couple of years that only saw him actually notch up 1 century, Kohli has proved himself over his 15-year career to be one of the best batsmen in the world on his day. Having only just matched Ponting's century record, Kohli is on his way to becoming a legend of the sport, and his stats do not lie when it comes to his abilities with bat in hand. When it comes to batting craftsmanship, Kohli has it all. And if they were to ever make a cricket video game utilizing FIFA cards like I've made today, Kohli would be one of the best players in the game. Now have a look at this. Next up we have New Zealand captain Kane Williamson. Williamson is a class act, and I think that is reflected in this card that I've made for him. From his 99 mentality stat that he has earned from his ability to carry New Zealand in his role as captain to 2 World Cup finals, as well as having a wise head on his shoulders when under pressure as a batsman, shows what kind of class this man is. This, alongside his nifty physicality in the field, and of course his craftsmanship with bat in hand, make his card one of the most valuable in the game. The type of card that I've given him is a bit different to the others. It's a World Cup special, and I think that honors his incredible performances in the last 2 World Cups. Anyway, let's move on to some bowlers now, and why don't we start off with someone good. We've got the South African speedster, Kagiso Rabada. Despite having stints at the top of the ICC Test rankings, I don't think people appreciate the talent of Rabada as much as he deserves. Having spent prolonged periods away from the game on the sidelines due to injury, Rabada's career has sort of been chopped up. On his day though, Rabada is arguably the most lethal fast bowler in the world at the moment, and I've tried to reflect that with these stats in this card. From his pace abilities to his craftsmanship with ball, ball to his physicality and work rate in the field, Rabada is a superstar. For our next card, I've tried something a little bit different. I've gone with the FIFA Heroes Edition card for James Anderson. Statistically speaking, James Anderson is the greatest fast bowler to have ever played for England, and that is why he deserves his hero card in FIFA. This heroes card reflects not only his current abilities as a 40-year-old fast bowler, but also the 20 years of experience and performances that he's been putting in, year out for England. He may not necessarily be the fastest player in the field or the fastest bowler in the game, but he is the undisputed king of swing, and his ability to put the ball on the spot week in, week out is something of a marvel. Anderson's quality though is one thing, but the class of our next player is another. Pat Cummins, the Australian captain, is proving himself to be the player of this generation. Rising up through the leadership positions within Australia's cricket side, Cummins has been able to steer Australia through Payne's sexting scandal, as well as Australia's sandpaper saga, while still maintaining an incredible bowling record that has seen him rise to the #1 ranked bowler for Test cricket. This demonstrates fantastic mentality, and alongside already proven physical abilities, as well as incredible craftsmanship with ball and pace, as well as handy abilities with bat in hand, Cummins is the textbook perfect player for this sort of game. To finish us off though, let's have a look at a couple of retired legends that I've reimagined as icon cards. We have the greatest batsman to have played the modern game, Sachin Tendulkar, and the greatest bowler of all time, Shane Warne. The two max out their stats in their respective crafts. To be honest, they probably should go higher, but I'm only maxing it out at 99. Despite neither player notably having significant athletic abilities or all-round capabilities such as Green or Cummins, the two were guns in their respective fields, both on ball and tactically. Warne had his moments with the bat, and Tendulkar managed to pick up a couple of wickets with the ball in their 20 years together in the sport, which is reflected in Tendulkar's 79 bowling stat and Warnie's 84 batting stat. And that's it. Let me know what you guys think of this concept of making cricket players into FIFA cards, and also what you guys think of the rankings that I've given today. If you guys like this, I might make a part 2. We'll see how it goes. I have plenty of videos like this coming your way on my channel, so subscribe if you don't want to miss out. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.